Southwest Florida's news source. This is Fox 4 News at 6.
He's one of the best loyal friends that I can think of.
Filled with grief, a friend describing what he remembers about the Waffle House shooting and car crash that ended with his friend's death.
A cold case, scorching hot, while local authorities believe they finally have their guy 7 years after his wife is mysteriously murdered.
History is happening in Southwest Florida and the rest of the state today. Same-sex marriage is now legal, how it could pump millions into our economy.
Change is on the way. Just how soon these warm temperatures will make way for a major chill. But first,
4 in your corner following breaking news in South Fort Myers right now. A chaotic situation inside a small gated neighborhood as a home goes up in flames.
all of this unfolding inside the Jamaica Bay Mobile Home Park. It's right off of South Tamiami Trail in Fort Myers. That's where we find 4 in your corner's Katie Jones. She's live with the very latest. Katie.
Well, what you're looking at right now used to be the back of the home. It is now completely destroyed. You can see the roof has caved in. The walls have burned down. There's tons of ash and burnt debris inside. There are still some firefighters out here spraying down the home, looking for hot spots. And you'll also notice there are 2 other homes very close by. Luckily, the flames didn't spread and those houses were not affected. But the South Trail Fire Department was called here just after 3 o'clock this afternoon. The chief actually tells me they could see the smoke from outside of their station. And when they got here, the home was already engulfed in flames. The homeowners were home at the time, but luckily were able to make it out okay. We did talk to one neighbor who walked outside, saw all the flames, grabbed a hose, and ran over to help.
I just saw something I could do to help and just did it. I just kept spraying it until it seemed like the fire department had it under control.
Now, no word yet on what actually started this fire. The South Trail Fire Department is still investigating, and we will bring you the very latest coming up tonight at 10. For now, we are live in Lee County. Katie Jones, Fox 4 in your corner.
At first, you weren't thinking, oh my God, he's dead, he's gonna die. You're thinking, let's get him help.
A friend in mourning tonight after his buddy dies during a rapid series of events that all began early yesterday morning at a Fort Myers Waffle House. 24-year-old Dakota Fields died as his friends drove him from that Waffle House where he was shot.
And the guy obviously not wanting to show his identity. The group got into an accident on the way to the hospital. 4 in your corner, Sarah Belsole asking his friend exactly how this unfolded. Sarah?
Lee County detectives are still investigating what happened inside the Waffle House on Palm Beach Boulevard, but one of Dakota Fields' friends say he wants the public to know the whole story.
Friends say Dakota Fields was trying to help a waitress at this Waffle House who was fighting with a customer.
We were trying to ask him to calm down. What was the problem? Calm down.
What started as a verbal altercation escalated in just minutes, the other customer pulling a gun.
And right after the second shove is when he pulled a pistol out and started firing. Dakota had turned around and ran outside with us and said he got me.
One of Dakota Fields' friends, who doesn't want to be identified for fear of retaliation, says when he and 2 other friends saw Fields suffering from multiple gunshot wounds, they jumped in the car to get him help.
The police asked us why we didn't stick around and call 911 there. The guy pulls out an automatic weapon and shoots 5 times. We're not going to stick around and see if he's going to use the other 11.
They drove as fast as they could towards Lee Memorial Hospital.
We were holding his hand in the back and keeping him awake, trying to keep him holding on.
But the car crashed by the foot of the Edison Bridge, and Fields died before first responders arrived.
He's one of the best loyal friends that I can think of.
His friends are still looking for answers to what they call a senseless shooting, but say they don't regret their decision to try and get Fields to the hospital.
Do you think if the accident hadn't happened, you maybe would have made it?
I would love to think so, but that's another what if, and a what if is just gonna eat you alive. You could say, what if we did make it? What if, what if you didn't get shot? What ifs are gonna do nothing but kill you?
Now, the Lee County Sheriff's Office is still not releasing a lot of details yet in the case. They do say the public is not in any danger, but have not confirmed yet if there has been a suspect taken into custody at this time. Live in the studio, Sarah Belsole, Fox 4 in your corner.
All right, thank you, Sarah. Tonight, the search continues for who's behind an early morning shooting that injured a child in Fort Myers. Fort Myers police say it happened shortly after 6 o'clock at a bus stop right near the intersection of Davis Court and American Avenue. Officers say the child was with his mom at this bus stop when somebody opened fire on a car, and one of the bullets grazed a little kid who was treated at the scene. Luckily, the child has only minor injuries. Detectives say this is yet another reason why the violence has to stop.
This is getting to the point of being absolutely ridiculous, to where a parent can't even sit at a bus stop, and not have to worry about being shot at. Fortunately, in this case, the one child only received superficial wounds, but this could have been an Andrew Faust case all over again.
Andrew Faust was that little boy who was shot and killed by an errant bullet just a few months ago. If you have any information that can help solve this latest case, you can call Crime Stoppers at 1-800-780-TIPS.
A big break in a Fort Myers cold case murder dating all the way back to 2007. Fort Myers police, with the help of investigators from the TV show Cold Justice, arresting this guy, 40-year-old Koltar Garaya, on charges of second-degree murder. They say it's all in connection with his wife's murder more than 7 years ago. A warrant for Koltar's arrest was issued back in November after detectives with the hit show finished a lengthy investigation. His wife, Rupinder Garaya, who worked at Southwest Regional Hospital, disappeared back in 2007. Her body was never found, but investigators say they do have enough evidence to charge Koltar anyway.
The detectives worked tirelessly back in 2007. I mean, they laid the foundation for the excellent case that we have right now. I mean, they worked nonstop on this case, enlisted the assistance of the FBI, representatives from India, so they had to reach out to Indian authorities, get information from the family, and it was a good team effort, and sometimes these cases take time.
Now, Koltar was in a Manatee County jail in connection with an aggravated assault case when investigators tracked him down. He's since been relocated to Lee County. Of course, you can stick with 4 in your corner for any updates.
Back in the Storm Patrol Center now with Jim Syme. This is the kind of night where it is hard to be inside. So beautiful out there.
That's right. Yeah, I can't disagree with you. I was outside about 15, 20 minutes ago, and I noticed that nice little breeze. We're not picking up on any rain right now, and we do have some clouds that are going to make for a great sunset. Look at that. I know, Zoom 10 Sky Cam overlooking Charlotte Harbor. Can't beat that, huh? That's our Zoom 10 Sky Cam at the Charlotte Harbor Event and Conference Center. Boy, oh boy, it gives us great perspective of what's going on in Charlotte County, whether we're looking at downtown Punta Gorda or out towards Charlotte Harbor. Using the power of 4 Doppler radars to track a little bit of rain to the south of us, but southwest Florida is dry and comfortable right now. 72 in the Cape, 75 in Arcadia. A little bit warmer as you get farther inland, 79 in LaBelle and Immokalee. Well, we have a front that's going to be here tomorrow morning, and this one, as I said before, it's a biggie. It's going to bring a changing day for us on Wednesday. Then there are more changes for Thursday, and we may have to introduce a little bit of rain into the weekend forecast. It's all coming up.
All right, thank you, Jim. History is happening. Florida's ban on same-sex marriage ended statewide at the stroke of midnight, and clerks of court in a number of counties, including those here in Southwest Florida, did not waste any time getting to it. Dozens of couples racing to get those much-anticipated marriage licenses once the doors open. 4 in your corners, Julian Glover was there as the first couple signed up in Lee County.
In the wee hours of the morning,
it's dark and early and cold.
Derek and Christian camped outside of the Lee County Administrative Building.
We figured if we got here early, we wouldn't have to wait so long.
They were dead set on being the first gay couple to get a marriage license in Southwest Florida's largest county. And by 7:30, they weren't alone. A sea of eager couples flooded the second floor of the recording office, met by equally as excited staff.
Did you ever think you would see this day?
I did not, and I'm so glad for Judge Hinkle clarifying that ruling.
Meanwhile, Derek and Christian were still first in line. And with an official seal from the state of Florida, the flick of a pin, and $61.
I hope you have many years of happiness. Congratulations. Okay.
Some couples decided to sign up for a marriage license and tie the knot at the same time.
I now pronounce you married partners. You may kiss your spouse.
Like Susan and Lisa, joined by family, capturing every moment.
We've waited so long, and now finally we get to do it and actually be recognized.
Recognition that a tearful Arlene Goldberg was never fully able to enjoy with her partner of 47 years, who died before the two could legally wed.
I just wish he was here, and I'm just really excited for everybody. It's just a beautiful thing to see.
A beautiful thing that's now the law of the land in the Sunshine State. Julian Glover, Fox 4 in your corner.
Those wedding bells are ringing. Meanwhile, Florida's Attorney General Pam Bondi is not giving clear answers these days on whether she'll keep up that legal battle over the judge's decision to throw out the ban. Bondi has previously said she wants the U.S. Supreme Court to decide this case and issue its own ruling.
Emotions have been running high with the controversy surrounding same-sex marriage, but the economic impact from gay marriage could be even bigger for Southwest Florida. 4 in Your Corner's Warren Wright picking up our team coverage with an explanation tonight. He's live in the studio. Warren?
Well, local vendors, wedding planners, and hotel operators say this legal decision could soon make a huge impact on local wallets. People aren't just hearing wedding bells, they're seeing dollar signs. On a beautiful day like this, it's easy to imagine yourself sailing away into a beautiful future with someone you love. And now wedding planners like Susan Vocal are ready to help even more couples, straight and gay, tie the knot.
Yes, I am very excited.
Why?
Because we love love, and I'm just excited that more people have the opportunity to have their love and marriage recognized by the state.
She's not alone. Here at the Pink Shell Resort, they do more than 100 weddings a year. And now that same-sex marriage is legal, wedding planners like Doni Lubig expect that number to grow.
There's 2 wedding planners here at the resort, so we'll be more than happy to welcome other type of weddings with open arms.
And couples from all over the world don't just come to Southwest Florida to get hitched at resorts. Weddings are such a significant industry here in Southwest Florida. There are wedding planners that do nothing but plan weddings on state park beaches.
I think all wedding vendors, wedding planners, and resorts are going to see a significant increase in business.
How much business? I checked with the Visitors and Convention Bureau. They expect gay weddings to pump more than $180 million into Florida's economy just within the next 12 months. For locals who make their living on love, they're more than ready to say I do to same-sex marriage.
It's just a great opportunity. I'm so ecstatic. I can't wait.
Okay, well, the Hyatt Regency Coconut Point Resort is also gearing up for the excitement. To celebrate legalization, any new wedding booked at their hotel over the next 3 months will be entered into a drawing to win a free 5-day, 4-night honeymoon at their resort. Warren Wright, Fox 4, in your corner.
All right, thank you, Warren. And of course, you can count on 4 in Your Corner to keep you updated on this developing story. We will bring you the very latest on air as well as online. You can go to our website anytime. It's fox4now.com.
Is a Southwest Florida congressman confused about how to pick a Speaker of the House?
Clausen of Florida. Senator Rand Paul.
The reaction to the Republican House member Kirk Clausen nominating someone from the Senate to lead the other Chamber of Commerce, the House of Representatives.
Some Lee County residents on the verge of rage about the state of their roads. 4 in Your Corner working to get them answers from the county. But first,
every animal deserves to have a peaceful death if that's where they have to go.
This Southwest Florida man making sure an injured dog dies with dignity, but he feels the expense part may not have been handled fairly. 4 in Your Corner working to get him answers. Next.